Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Will Cheese Fail sent in by you, the fans, to lifesaglitchtv@gmail.com. Mr. Maximus Black.
Yes.
Hand me up the sound of getting beat by your own son at Mario Kart.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. Yeah, that happened yesterday.
I was so upset. I never got a chance to stop in. I was studying. I never got to see it. I'm gonna have to watch the VOD.
Yeah.
But when I saw your message pop up, like I can't remember which social account it was, I was like, oh shit, it's happening.
Yeah. I told him he's been wanting to stream, so I said, you know what? Before your school, we'll go we both got our little fades going. And then we came back.
He wanted his fade.
Yeah, came back, and then we played some Mario Kart World. He was playing Mario Kart for 3 days in preparation. Like, he was practicing, right? So, and he beat me fair and square in the end. I think I beat him once, and then the last big one, he beat me. Look at this. These guys are out here. He said, from LAGTV. Yup, I just found out about LAGTV the other day. Wow, look at this.
Nah, I don't believe you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe you, Micro Jackson, who's in the bottom right and is the blue Zerg. But Pulpa, so both of these guys know LAGTV. So we got two LAGTV alumni here, it seems.
I like it.
And I like it. We're gonna have to see how it goes. So far, though, this cannon rush is in shambles.
Well, it's semi-working because he went for a hatch first, and he was forced to cancel the hatch and then put down a really late spawning pool. Now he's putting a macro hatch here as well. So although, like, he's not going to be able... I don't know why Pulpa is doing this, because this won't reach. Like, you're not going to be able to really do any damage with this one cannon. But this right here was very successful. You want to let this gateway finish, but instead of this stuff, you want to go and start getting your gases, so that way when your gate finishes, you're already putting your core down. Unfortunately for him, he only has this gate. He's going to start making zealots out of it, which is probably the reason why he's getting this cannon, so that he can use this as backup when he needs to start going back and forth and allowing the cannon to help out. But he needs to be quick about it, because once this macro hatch is done, the queens start popping, the double gas is already there, he's gonna get speed, he's probably gonna put down a roach warren or a baneling's nest, and it's gonna get real dicey here for Pulpa. And on the other side of the map, it doesn't look like a whole lot is happening. So it's just getting gases now, putting down the core. Things are still a little bit late, but at the same time, he is making some decent moves. Both sides are playing reasonably well. This is a diamond level game, and thank God last game was horrible.
The last game was quite something to witness in real time, I know that much. The queen is going to be able to chase out Bob, who's not used to this. This is way more action than Bob is typically getting on the first day. He's a lot more active. Normally, he just gets to stand around, drink coffee, and hope for the best. But right now, he's being asked to actually get in there and do some work for the first time in a while. And let's be honest, Bob he's inexperienced. He doesn't know what he's doing. He tries to get a little bit of, I think that was like a spine crawler or something that was getting down there. Unfortunately, still in the range of that cannon. The queen is getting rid of this pylon, and that would be big, but he's got another one obviously building directly behind it. And Micro Jackson, not in the worst spot in the world. That spine crawler at the mineral line is going to stop anything from going any further forward. So these cannons are kind of it.
Yep.
And now it's a matter of, can we get roaches or something up, or Baneling, kind of Banes and Lings or something out of this macro hatch to get himself out and up the other side of the map, and we'll have to find out. But there goes Bob, and now it's just Steve.
Yep.
Out there in these streets.
Steve out here in the streets, but needs multiple more stalkers and needs shield batteries. Really needs to just commit fully. There's the first shield battery. Now cancels it. Really just needs to non-stop produce stalkers here. But it seems as though he is expanding in behind. I just saw the Stargate go down. No Warp Gate research is still being done. Stargate right here at the natural. So he's just going all in with all of this. He knows that the Zerg is on one base. He knows that there's a macro hatch. The layer tech is now done, and I'm starting to sniff a little Nidus potentially coming, because we've got an Overlord in this position, Overlord over here. We got layer tech. He's still building a bunch of spine crawlers. I'm not seeing him tech to anything else. There's an infestation pit. And I think that's what we're ultimately going to start seeing here real soon. The question is, can the Stargate produce enough Void Rays quick enough? Because you're not going to do it with Oracles. It needs to be Voids. We'll see. We'll see if he can make it happen. But with 3 Queens out already, it's going to be very difficult for Void Rays to get into a large number to make this work.
Yeah, 3 Queens already out on the field. Steve is now basically relegated to moral support in the back line, where 2 spine crawlers are now guarding the top of the ramp. So Micro Jackson in a really good spot, and I agree, you know, we've seen it before here, and it wouldn't shock me if you see it again. One of the best ways for Zergs to get out of a scenario like this is to ultimately just get themselves into a Nidus situation.
Yep.
And get into an unsuspecting opponent's base, where most of their stuff, and that frequently happens, although at least there's an expansion here.
He's going for the Swarm Host.
Is he really? Oh,
he's going for Swarm Host, and it'll still probably be a Nidus. But the Swarm Hosts are happening. 7 of them in production. And all this shit is not going to last at all once the Swarm Hosts come into play. Again, still only 1 Void Ray. No Warp Gate research is even being researched. Yes, he's on 2 base. It seems as though he's completely giving up whatever the hell was going on here. He's going to lose 1 of these Swarm Hosts, but the Locusts now are coming out and are going to kill off the majority of the cannons down here on the next volley. Should be able to finish off the pylons and the cannons, and 1 or 2 Void Rays just ain't going to cut it.
No, and the Queens have already done a lot of the work there. There's how much is left on a shield battery? Nothing to not much. Yeah, nothing. So this Void Ray's gone. Micro Jackson is now firmly in the driver's seat. It's kind of on him as to how the next couple of minutes go. Otherwise, Pulpa might be able to get a little bit of speed underneath him here with this expansion now kind of, I think, by the looks of the minimap, more or less mostly saturated. We're seeing a Tempest now coming out. We've got 2, 4, 5 Queens, a bunch of Swarm Hosts now coming down. This is going to clean up everything here.
Easily.
And now the question is, do we get some Nidus play to make more use of these Swarm Hosts? And I would have to assume yes.
In a perfect
because
world,
there's nothing else going on.
Yeah, I mean, in a perfect world, it's yes. I think also now that, yeah, there it is. There's the Nidus. I knew that was coming. A little late, to be honest. I mean, he should have already had the Nidus down and basically ready to go. But kudos to Micro Jackson. He played that pretty damn well, all things considered. But to be honest, Pulpa kind of shit the bed. Didn't really have an answer. His back game here is horrible. Still no gateways now. He has nothing that can produce a unit. Nothing. There's no gateway. There's no robo. There's no Stargate. He only can produce probes.
That's a minor problem.
Oh, he's fucked. I mean, it's over.
You know what he's really happy about doing? He just wants to build more Nexus all over the place. So here is the Nidus. We know what's coming out of that Nidus.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing here is going to stop it.
No.
And really, I wouldn't even bother with the Nexus. I'd be getting the core. I'd be getting the Forge. I'd be getting like any kind of tech I get my hands on. But at this point, he can kind of just
A-move.
Get in, pop these, A-move, and just take over everything.
Yep.
And yeah, like you said, Pulpa, no real ability to produce anything. Still nothing in production, but a single Void Ray in the midst of all this. Pulpa just not taking the time to build any production at home is apparently what's going to be, I think, ultimately the losing decision here in this game, Mr. Black.
Oh yeah, it's over. It's Dunsky. The follow-up just was not good down here at all. I don't know why he was just single building Void Rays. I would have preferred him to keep building those Stalkers, get more shield batteries, and just continued the Onslaught. Like, he really needed that Warp Gate research to finish, add down 3 more gates, and just go nuts. I mean, he kind of had Micro Jackson by the balls, and then just decided to do nothing with those nice balls.
Yeah, where are you gonna go?
I didn't know where to go with it, but there was no fondling, there was no tickling, there was no nothing. He just held them and said, "Oh, those are some nice balls," and then that was the show.
And then let them go.
He just let them go.
Just
let
walked
them
away.
hang. Yeah, just walked away. You know, just almost like a scale. Put them on the palm and weighed them a little bit. Say, "Oh, those are nice.
Yeah,
nice." And then,
well done.
And that was that. It's disappointing.
It is disappointing. Well, I mean, he's got 2 Void Rays out now. The cannons and stuff managed to hold what little he could there. He's rebuilding the bottom left. Micro Jackson, I do not believe, has any idea that he is in the bottom left. He does see this one. But once he gets rid of this and he's still not being revealed, he's going to have a pretty good idea that there is yet another one somewhere. We are now up to, what, 2, 4, 6, 7 or so queens?
Yeah.
We've got 6 or so swarm hosts.
Yeah.
And so this is kind of just, you know, how many Void Rays can he get out in a very short period of time while Micro Jackson roams the map looking for where these extra nexuses or nexi are. He didn't find it there. I mean, that was a sensible place to start, but he's got all these lings. He should be splitting them up and just putting them everywhere.
Yeah.
On the map instead of running them around as a pack.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like, you just want to grab, like, one ling and just throw them on all spots just so that you can quickly see what's going on. I just don't see a way that Pulpa comes out of this. He really, yes, he's got 3 Void Rays, and that's great and all. Like, they are particularly good against units that can't attack air. But now that the queens are here, it doesn't really matter. It's like infinite transfuse. He's just going to keep doing damage. The cannons aren't going to be able to do anything against these locusts. And it's just to begin. Look, one pylon goes down, and, well, there goes that. So, Godspeed.
Yeah, no, this is a... this is still ultimately a LAGTV classic of, is it possible that Micro Jackson finds a way, anyway, to throw? Because I've seen it before. What I'm noticing right now, even though it doesn't matter that dramatically, but if I look at the tabs down bottom, the mineral and resource production, there it is. I was gonna say the resource production is not actually dramatically different between the two, and he didn't saturate that third.
Yeah.
It's again, like if Pulpa had more production in the bottom left.
His macro was horrible throughout this whole thing. Like, it just was not good. He just didn't do anything.
Like he could, honest to God, in this scenario, if he had committed to building production down here way earlier, I think he could
made a game out of it for sure.
Probably done something and made a game out of it. Like the thing that killed Pulpa was literally just not having any production when he had more than enough opportunity to build it.
Yes. He had something. It's almost like he had this plan in his mind, and he got so lucky that Micro Jackson went hatch first, and then he just didn't capitalize on that. He should have just scrapped the whole air shit and just went the ground, got the stalkers out, did the poking, used the shield batteries, kept them on one base, expanded in behind, and it was an easy victory. But nope, he wanted to get fancy, and well, that cost him the game. Much better game than the last game.
Yes.
So bless.
And for 2 LAGTV fans in one video.
That's it. So shout outs to both of you guys for calling out LAGTV while you guys run the ladder. So big thank you. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Go check out NordVPN. Link is in the description. Stay safe on the internet. Stay anonymous, guys. Grab that subscription and send in a replay of your choice under 30 minutes when you do so, along with the screenshot of your receipt. We got to make sure you actually bought it, and then we're gonna cash your game in the following week. So yeah, and for everybody else, send in your replays to lifesaglitchtv@gmail.com. We will see you all on the next one. Peace out.